tribal was great. Cassandra went home, exactly what I wanted, and I think it was the best choice me and Carol made, because it gives us options. It maybe makes Gavin trust us, so if we potentially want to blindside him again, he won't see it coming. And it gives me and Carol options, and it probably gets us closer to working with Lucas and Rick. Not something that we wanted originally, but the option's there now, and it all happened because we voted Cassandra. Hey, thanks for working with me. Yeah, no problem. I will admit I was kind of nervous that you guys wouldn't. Yeah, we were thinking about it, but we just decided Cassandra was more of a loose cannon, so we're still willing to work with you and stuff. Cool work, thank you. I was only 2 votes away from getting eliminated last night, and those 2 votes would have come from Carol and Ken, and they stuck with me, but I don't trust them. I think they still want to play the middle, and that makes me a bit worried. So I need to make sure they're 100% with me, and that's my main priority at the moment. Hey. Oh, hey you two, what do you want? Can we talk to you real quick? Sure. So, I don't want to brag, but I think I kind of convinced Carol and Ken to vote for Cassandra over Gavin. And the good thing about that is now it gives us options for me and Lucas to work with them, and there would be a majority. But also we do have deals with Chrissy that we would maybe make something happen between us, because she kept the idol a secret. So maybe the 5 of us could make an alliance of 5 and then take out Gavin and Lindsay if we are to lose 2 challenges. However, it's going to be really hard to get Chrissy on board, as well, obviously one of her allies have just gone, and it was because of us. Hey, thanks for voting with us. Yeah, no problem. What did you want to talk about? Well, like I said, if you voted with us, maybe we could work together more, without Gavin and stuff, you know what I said? Yeah, we picked that up. So, if the 4 of us work together, we've already got a majority, but thinking about it, if the 4 of us merge together, we might not have enough power. So why don't we try and get Chrissy in? Yeah, Chrissy's got social aspects with all of us. I relatively like her. Yeah, I've talked to her a bit. Yes, same with me and Lucas. So what we're just wondering is, if we were to make a 5-person alliance, and if we are to lose twice, we can take Gavin and Lindsay out and go to the merge as a 5 against the newbies 5, and then, see what happens from there. Yeah, it's not a stupid idea. So the plan is to link up with Ken and Carol, and then link up with Chrissy, and make that a 5-person alliance. In my opinion, I like the idea. The only dangerous thing is that if Ken and Carol figure out that we have an idol, that might make them resent us, and yeah, that's a bit dangerous. If they figure out about the idol and then figure out that we didn't tell them, they might leave the alliance and stuff. Chrissy's only being brought in here because she didn't tell anybody about our idol yet, and that's a good thing. We can trust her, and I think this 5-person alliance, if we are to work well together, could go a long way. And since me and Rick came up with the idea, we'll get credit for it, hopefully. So what did you think of that? I mean, I don't disagree with the idea. It would be a solid 5-person alliance, and I like them. But what worries me is Rick and Lucas's games. They're emerging as big threats. Yeah, especially because we're preoccupied trying to take out loose cannons and stuff. I think we're overlooking that aspect, and you're right. I mean, look at Rick. He's got basically, everyone likes him, he doesn't have a target on his back. And Lucas, while he's strong and physical, so add his physicality and a 5-person alliance to him, that's too powerful. But like you said, it's a good solid 5-person alliance. So things are heating up at camp, and it always does. The game always changes. But for me and Ken, it's pretty good at the moment. We had at our first tribal council, things went our way, and then we've been asked into a 5-person alliance, which seemed pretty solid. But the people running it, and Rick and Lucas, are quite dangerous when you look at it. Rick's got very good social game. He doesn't have a lot of enemies, so he's got room to do some stuff, do some strategy. And Lucas, well, he's physical, so he could do strategy and then win an immunity challenge if he needs it. So yeah, that's what worries me, but the fact that we've been brought into it and it's a group of people that we can trust makes me think that this is a good idea. Hey Chrissy, what do you two want? Can we talk to you? Sure, I guess. Look, I'm sorry about Cassandra going home. She was just too much of a loose cannon. Yeah, I get that. She was just... The thing is, she was my ally. And you voted her out, and I thought we had like a deal. Like, I didn't tell anybody about your idol, and it kind of feels like a knife in my back. Yeah, we're sorry about that, but we got a bit paranoid. We needed to take her out. But we're willing to work with you in a 5-person alliance with Carol and Ken. I mean, I like Carol. I mean, I haven't had much to do with Ken, but he's fine, I guess. The only thing is, it's going to be hard for me to trust you guys after what you did. Yeah, we understand that. We think it's best for your game and our game if you work with us. I mean, I know you're close with Lindsay, but I think it's best if you need to move forward in this game without her. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I admit that it was always going to be hard trying to convince Chrissy to join us. And I'm not 100% sure she still will. If she does, it gives us a 5-person alliance going into the merge that could be quite powerful. If she doesn't, we've got a 4-person alliance that's a majority within this tribe, which I guess is alright. But the 5-person alliance is what me and Rick really want. You know, strategically it might be smarter for me to just join them, as I can't do a whole lot with Lindsay at the moment, so I need to make a new alliance. The problem is the trust issues between us. I suppose that can quickly go away. They do have an idol, I've kept it a secret, and they're willing to work with me. So strategically it is smarter to work with them. But again, I don't 100% trust them, so is there another alliance that I could try and form that would be quite smarter, or more useful for my game? Hey Lindsay. Hey Gavin, what do you want? Have you seen anybody? Well, no. Actually, that makes a good point. I haven't seen Chrissy at all. Yeah, I haven't seen any of my allies. Do you think they could be talking to each other? Wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, so after Tribal, everyone runs off. And I thought I was relatively safe because I thought Ken and Carol were willing to work with me. But I haven't seen any of them, especially I haven't seen Lucas and Rex since we returned. And now that makes me worried because they could be plotting against me, and Lindsay, she doesn't know where her ally is, so maybe the two of us need to form something just to ensure some safety, because if the 5 of them are willing to work together, that's bad news for me and her. I mean, there hasn't been much connection between the two of us, but the thing I'm worried about is if the 5 of them are working together, that's bad news for us. So what do you say? You want to form like an alliance? Well, at the moment, if the case is that the 5 of them are working together, I don't think we have much of a choice. It ensures some safety, and all we need to do is flip 2 of them if they are willing to work together, and then we've got a majority. Yeah, if you're right, we don't have much of a choice, so I guess we have to work with each other. So I've got to a point in the game where I don't know where I sit, and now I'm having to work with Gavin, who I've had nothing to do with in this game. So that makes me worried. But if he's right about the 5 of them working together, I don't have much of an option. And I don't know why Chrissy would just ditch me like that. Maybe because she thinks she has no other option because Cassandra's gone home and Carol and Ken aren't working with us. So yeah, this is it's going to be quite a battle. Well, anybody got any ideas about how we can flip one of them? Well, I think that the idea is simple. You guys have connections with some of them. My hands are tired, I can't really do much. I could go and talk to Hannah and Emily, I guess. The idea for me and Chuck at the moment is to keep the idea that we have a thing going on with Hannah and Emily a secret to Josh. Because if he catches wind of the idea, that'd be the end of it. Like, I don't know what he could do to stop it, but he'll probably think of something because the guy is strategic. And so that's the main plan for me and Chuck, because we need to keep the thing a secret if we want to take him out. I'm not an idiot. I know Chuck and James are spending a lot of time with those girls and not me, so I know something might be going on. And that makes me a little bit skeptical about them. Do I spy on them? I could, but I don't want to get seen, so that's a bit of a risk. I have my idol if I feel nervous, but I don't want to use it too early or in the wrong setting. I really don't know what to do, and I need to think of something quick, otherwise I could be going home next. So Josh isn't, like, catching on. For what we've seen, not really. So I think we should be fine. Are we really going to try and take him out? Well, that's what I've been wondering. Is it smarter to take Heather out because she is one of our weaker members? Or take Josh out because he's more strategic? I mean, short-term game up to the merge, it's probably, if we want to survive as a group up to the merge, I think it's better we take Heather out. But long-term, probably taking Josh out is smarter. Yeah, I kind of agree. So yeah, I don't think we waste this opportunity. Hey, what's the conversation about? Hey Josh, are you girls like willing to work with us at the moment? Have these boys been doing a good job? Yeah, I mean, like, we get the idea of Heather, weak member, you know, take her out. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. Alright, well, sorry to butt in, I just need to make sure everything's going alright. I'm gonna go and get some water now. Alright, well, thanks for checking in, I guess. So, me, Emily, James, and Chuck are talking about how we can take Josh out. And we're coming up with good ideas. They're keeping it a secret. Everything's going alright. And then Josh comes wandering in and says, oh, how are you guys going? And stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Either he knows what we're talking about, or he's just making sure we flip. And this guy is going to be hard to get out. But I'm not going to rest until his torch is snuffed. He is public enemy number one for me. My suspicions are raised. I think they're plotting to get rid of me. I've got an idol. I might have to use it. Because Heather's not an option. Shit, I don't know what me and Heather are going to do against that. I could try and convince the boys to not do it. If my suspicions are correct. But at the moment, I think the idol is the safest and best choice. Do you think we fool them? Hopefully. I don't know, the guy is quite smart. So, the four of us are worried that Josh might catch wind, but we really don't know what he could do to stop it. An idol potentially, so that's what we've got to probably look out for, but otherwise I think we're all sweet. I don't think Josh at the moment is much of a threat compared to us. Hey Chuck. Yeah? I was wondering if you could help me get some, like, food or fruit or something. Well, you've come to the right place. I don't know what Heather's goal is here, but it's a risky one, I think, for her, because if I feel like she's too social, maybe I need to target her, but there is a positive here. It gives me an opportunity to bond with somebody I haven't really got to know really well. And if she does like me or I like her, you know, potentially there could be something there that me and her could do. And that's why I wanted to come into this game. The more connections you make, the better chances you have to make alliances and stuff. And that's my plan. Here we go, here's the fruit treat. Right, I'll lift you up, you get up there and pick some fruit. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Careful, I would not suggest falling. It's not really my plan. Ah, damn it! Oh Jesus, are you okay? Ah no, I think my knee, I've done something to my knee. Alright, can you get up? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, are you good? Can you put some pressure on it? I don't think so. I'll take you back to camp and we can see if a medical can look at it. Okay, I guess that's the only option. I would not say that's how I wanted it to go. I mean, this is just horrible. I don't know how... This injury is more painful than it probably looks, in my opinion, but we'll have a medical look at it. Hopefully it's not that bad. And then hopefully I can continue in this game, otherwise my time in it could be up. Whoa, what's going on here? I fell out of the tree, hurt my knee. Hey, medic, I think it's the knee. Yeah, I'll have a look at it. Okay, in my opinion, it's not, like, take out of the game issue. I think it does look painful, it could get worse. I'll have to have another look at it, maybe after the challenge. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so no problem at the moment. Yeah, I suggest just take some pressure off of it. Don't like walk around all day. Obviously do a bit of stretching so it doesn't like cramp up or anything. That's my suggestion. Otherwise everything's okay. That's lucky. Well, that was certainly an eventful bonding session between me and Heather. I kind of helped out. Hopefully that earns trust between me and her. But if we lose twice, and I don't really see myself working with her very long. Are you ready to get to your 4th immunity challenge? Yeah. For today's challenge, all one by one you will crawl through this tunnel and to the other side. Once you have all your members there, you will then all together push this large pyramid to the end of the tunnel. The first tribe to push their pyramid to the end of the tunnel will win immunity, safe from the vote. Losers, tribal council, where somebody will be the 4th person voted out of this game. Returnees, you have 2 extra members. You're going to set 2 people out. Who are they going to be? Returnees have chosen to set out Gavin. Everybody else will be competing in the challenge. Survivors ready? Go! Lindsay and Josh are the first ones into the tunnel. Lindsay and Josh are still in the tunnel. Who will emerge first? They both come out equally at the same time. The next teammate can go. It's Carol and Emily in the tunnel. Carol and Emily are still in the tunnel. Carol emerges from the other end. The next one for the returnees can go. Emily emerges from the other end. The newbies' next one can go. Meanwhile, Rick is in the tunnel for the returnees. The returnees have a small lead. Hannah is now in the tunnel for the newbies, but Rick should have a small lead over her. Rick emerges. Hannah is nowhere in sight. The next teammate for the returnees can go. Hannah comes out. The next person from the newbies can go. Meanwhile, Lucas is in the tunnel. And almost as quickly as it's begun, Lucas gets out. The next one for the returnees can go. Chuck is currently in the tunnel. Chrissy and Chuck are still in the tunnel. Chuck is probably the biggest person out here, so this might be challenging for him. Chuck is out. The next person for the newbies can go. Chrissy, meanwhile, is still in the tunnel. James is now in the tunnel for the newbies. Chrissy should have a slight lead over him, though. Chrissy emerges, meaning Ken, the last member of the returnees, can go. James is still in there, though. James emerges. Heather can go. Meanwhile, Ken is still in the tunnel. Heather and Ken are still in there for their teams. Whoever emerges first will have a massive lead. Ken emerges. The returnees can move on to pushing their pyramid. The returnees are starting to push their pyramid. Meanwhile, Heather is still in the tunnel. The returnees are slowly edging their way forward. Meanwhile, Heather is still in the tunnel. She's taken a long time. The returnees continue to push the pyramid. Meanwhile, Heather is still in the tunnel. The returnees continue to push. Ken has fallen over. Is this going to slow them down? Heather finally makes her way out of the tunnel. The newbies need to hurry up though. Both tribes working on their pyramid. Looks like they've adapted very similar strategies. Free pushing, free pulling. Both tribes continue to edge forward. They still continue to edge forward, but the newbies need to pick up the pace. My arms are getting tired, guys. On my count, we'll push and you guys have a big pull. We'll get this finished. 3, 2, 1. And the returnees do a big push, getting them over the line, meaning the returnees win immunity, sending the newbies to tribal council. Congratulations, returnees, on winning immunity. You're safe from the vote. As for the newbies, tribal council tonight, where somebody will be the 4th person voted out of this game. It will not be you guys. Grab your stuff and back to camp. I'll see you tonight, newbies. I mean, I can't even claim that as a victory. The newbies just fell completely apart. Even when Ken fell over, the door was never open for them. So yeah, it's a win for us. The good thing is that with our idea, if it is a final 5 situation, of Chrissy wants to join the alliance, and if we lose in the next two community challenges, we can just take out Gavin and Lindsay. It's a simple process. So yeah, happy about the win. Losing 3 out of the first 4 immunity challenges certainly does hurt our tribe's self-esteem, especially for me, because well, if you were looking for the worst immunity challenge performance, I crushed it, which is disappointing, and I wouldn't be surprised if my teammates voted me out tonight, because if I'm honest, I am a liability. Look guys, I'm just wondering if we change our plan up to vote for Heather. Yeah, I'm wondering about that as well. I mean, if we vote Heather, you know, I know you can say, oh, Josh is still here another few days. Well, not really, because if we lose again, which at the moment looks like we would, he has nobody. Yeah, I guess you're right. Losing sucks. I'm really not enjoying it. We've lost 3 challenges out of 4, so we've won 25%. That's our win rate. That's awful. And if we win the next 2, it'll be 50% win rate, which at the moment it doesn't look like we have a chance in hell to win an immunity challenge at the moment. And for the 4 of us, me, James, Hannah, Emily, it looks like we need to change our plan and take out Heather. I mean, it saves Josh's ass, even though I really don't want to do that because the guy is a big threat. It just, yeah, it hurts me. Heather, are you ready for your checkup? Oh, I guess no time like the present. Well, from my perspective, I can't see anything really wrong with it at the moment. So again, I pull you from the game. It looks a touch worse than it looked from the challenge, like before the challenge. But in my opinion, you do have a bit of swelling, but I think that should go away if you just rest for a bit. But like, it's up to you. Yeah, I need to talk to you, you know. What is it, Jeff? Look, the medic says you should be alright. Like, not evacuation worthy. But it's time like this in the game where I really seriously need to get your input. Do you want to leave the game? Well, the challenge wasn't pretty for me, and it was purely because of my knee, in my opinion. I'm not the strongest person here, and the knee doesn't help. You know, I feel like I'm a liability to the tribe. It kills me to say this, but I don't think, with my current knee condition, I don't think I can carry on. So I guess I'm gonna pull myself from the game. I can't imagine that was probably one of the hardest decisions you've made in this game. I'll let you say your goodbyes, collect your stuff, and we'll get you out of here. Sorry about this, guys. It's okay. Yeah, we don't envy you. Bye, guys. Bye, Heather. Take care. I don't care who you are. If you have to leave the game like that, it's bitterly disappointing for you and for your teammates. I feel really bad for Heather. She wanted to play this game. She gave it her all. She didn't even get voted out, which sucks. It was her call. She knew she was a liability. She pulled herself out of the game. Responsible move, I think. Best for her health and safety, and we'll miss her. The only good thing coming from this is that I potentially could have gone home, but there's no tribal tonight. That's what we got from Jeff, so I guess I can relax. Although I could have continued under doctor's orders, I thought I was a liability, and I didn't think I could last long with this group. I thought they would just vote me out anyway, so why go through that process? I love them, I love this game. It was fun while it lasted. The last few days have been quite miserable, but you know, I've enjoyed it. At least I got to enjoy an immunity win. I got to enjoy 12 days with this group of people, and although I didn't make the merge or deep into this game, I still enjoyed it.